Hi, thank you for joining us. So today we have Adam Mathis. He's from Prime Power Services in Austell, Georgia. And we're just touching base with our EGSA members to find out what they're doing to help their communities during the COVID-19 crisis. So Adam, if you want to go ahead and start us off and just kind of give us a brief rundown of what Prime Power Services does in general.
Sure. So Prime Power Services, as you mentioned, headquartered in Austell, Georgia, which is just right on the western side of Atlanta. We've been around for 37 years as a family-owned independent emergency power services provider. We also design and build our own custom switchgear solutions and can do engineering services up to breaker testing and other electrical testing services as well. We've also our footprint extends from North Carolina down to Florida. And so we've provided services in that footprint now for many years.
And what exactly is Prime Power doing to contribute to the relief efforts in Georgia?
Specifically, we've seen the need for emergency power to be delivered to temporary hospital tents, and we have long relationships with the major hospitals in the Atlanta area and elsewhere, and we've been called on to support in that manner so far, and that's one way we're directly contributing to the effort. Another is we've provided services and electrical engineering solutions for the nation's response center here in Atlanta, and they've relied on us for many years as well to keep their lights on.
And the way you guys got involved in these relief efforts, I mean, it was just based on relationships that you previously had?
Yeah, I would say so. I think over the years, the hospitals come to trust you when you answer the phone in the middle of the night. And through that relationship of trust, they've reached out to us and we've called them ahead of time to ask how we can be of service. And the most obvious way so far has been to keep the maintenance cycle running, just to keep things running on time and to maintain a sense of normalcy. The systems can break down. It's not something you want to neglect, even though there was some fear in those first couple of weeks of stay-at-home orders that services may be canceled or pushed back. But we found that that's not the case. They need to keep their systems running. And additionally, as they expand and consider how they can accommodate increasing numbers of patients, we've been trying to get in front of them, talking about load studies and making sure they're not overloading their emergency power system, and also providing temporary systems for parking lot hospitals as they emerge.
I think that's one part that does get overlooked, the making sure that they are still meeting their capacity and they don't need extra power in this time and extra needs during all this.
Right. It's an interesting time. Of course, everyone's trying to understand how life continues in this environment. And so trying to think 2 and 3 steps in front with healthcare providers, but also all the other facilities that have critical power requirements. Almost all of our customers are on the mission essential list, which presents a different sort of challenge, right? To keep a facility running, we are able to continue our services. Most of the systems are accessible from the back door. Most of the technicians don't have to interface with anybody else, and it's not a problem maintaining safe distance. However, because all of our customers are on that mission essential list, not much has changed. So it's sort of a double-edged sword. Given that not much has changed, they're exposed to the same volume of people by degree as they were before the outbreak started. So it's just a time to be continuously on guard and just to practice safe hygiene, common sense, but also to think 2 and 3 steps ahead whenever possible.
Well, thank you for, everything you're doing during this time and Prime Power in general. And what advice would you give to other EGSA members, member companies that just want to get involved, and what should they be doing to reach out?
Certainly, I think that our whole industry is built on relationship. It's what really keeps the lights on, is making sure that your partners in the industry know who you are and know who they can call, because they're going to have their hands full. And it's something essential about our business is that we're used to working under some degree of uncertainty. Emergency power has everything to do with uncertainty and trying to maintain certainty in those times. So this is like that, only slightly different.
Yeah.
But continuing the services and making sure that you're thinking 2 and 3 steps ahead with your customers and with your partners who rely on you is what's really going to keep our civilization going. Our civilization relies on electricity, and there's no two ways about it. And virus or not, so long as people require electricity, they're going to require EGSA members to do their jobs. So we need to take care of ourselves, and we need to take care of our partners and do what we can to maintain the tempo of services that they require from us.
Absolutely. Well, Adam, I want to thank you for joining me today and kind of just sharing what Prime Power is doing, and just giving some insight on what other companies could be doing. And at this time, I think it's important that we all just keep pushing through and keeping the lights on for all our customers. Right.
Thank you, Nathan.
Yeah, thank you, and stay safe out there. Appreciate your time.
Likewise. See you soon.